All right. Hello, all you beautiful people out there. It's me, Shira Psychic Medium. And tonight I am so excited to be live with you here. If you guys can hear me, please say you can hear me. Let me know. Give me a wave. Type it in. Let me know that you can see me and hear me right now. Just want to make sure our audio is good and that we are golden to continue with our live broadcast tonight with me, Shira Psychic Medium. So I'm just going to take a look right now and make sure I can see. I see Linda is here. I see Stacy is here. I also see Casey's here. All right, let me just make sure I have everybody here. I see Carol is here. Hello, all of you beautiful people out there. So let me make sure that everything is on and that you guys can actually see me. If you can see me, please up. There we go. Okay, thank you so much. I'm seeing the feeds come in right now, and I know they're a little bit slower than maybe what you type, but if you can let me know, that's awesome. Hey, Clara, so good to see you. So glad that you're here. Hi, Cass. I see Carrie's here, and I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Mayra is here also. Hi, guys. I see Lacey's here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Tonight, what I would love for you to do is to share with hashtag Shira Psychic Medium Live. I'm going to post it right here. And if you can share this on your pages for anybody that you may think would want a reading tonight or an opportunity to get read, really is what I should be saying. Totally, Jen. I see you're going to watch the replay later tonight. Awesome. 9:30. I hear you. So it's 8 o'clock. 8 is great. And we are live with me, Shira Psychic Medium. I'm going to be answering your questions tonight and really focusing on your needs and what, you're looking to find out and what's been going on in your world to see what we can do to help many of you that are out there that are watching. So if you haven't started to share this right now, I would love you guys to go and share. I'm looking right now at my page on my phone so I can see it simultaneously. And the more we share, the more opportunities you have to get read. So what I'm going to do tonight is for any of you that are sharing, right? Once we get over 100 shares, I'm aiming for 125 shares, but once we get over 100 shares, then I will be giving away a free reading that one of you guys can redeem during the summer this year, and you guys will have a great reading with me, one-on-one. So make sure you're sharing. Let me know you've shared. Type in the word shared, and put it in there, hashtag Shira Psychic Medium Live. And for those of you that are watching me that can let me know the numbers that were out our shares, that would be great. So let me just look at the numbers where we are at right now. Well, if you guys are looking for a free reading, not just on here, but also privately, then you got to share, because sharing is caring, right? So you're trying to figure this out, Marianne, simply hit the share button. It should be really easy. I'm going to be answering questions really shortly, going into what you're looking to find out, because what I notice is that, when it comes to the psychic mediumship world, there's so much in it, and a lot of people don't even know where to start. They don't know if they're having guardian angels. They don't know if they have guides around them. They're not sure if they have their family around them. So there's so many unanswered questions that a lot of you have contacted me about and have wanted to know the answers to. And that's what we'll be addressing tonight, in addition to readings and signs and symbols. Marianne, thank you so much for sharing. Clara, thank you for sharing. Shelley, for sharing. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Once we get to, Lisa, thanks for letting me know you can hear me. Once we get over 100 shares, then we will be giving away a free reading tonight. So awesome. Da, 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 da. Free reading with me. And it's always one of those things that I love to do for you guys. So once we get to those numbers, we will get there. So if you can hear me say sharing is caring, if you haven't tagged your friends and haven't shared, then you are missing out. Not only are your friends and family, but you, because you're going to miss out on the opportunity to get a live free reading with me. It can be in person, Skype, phone, whatever. And we will do it this summer and make sure that you get a beautiful reading. So what's going on in my world right now, just to give you the update before we get into your questions. So I see some of you are putting in the questions now, and I think that's fantastic. Thank you. Here's the problem. The things start going through so fast on my screen that I can't actually keep up. So you want to just let me know that you've shared right now. That's the stage we're at. And once we get to the question point, then definitely ask your questions, but we're not quite there yet. And I want to make sure to give you the time and effort that you deserve. So this is starting right now. So Stasha, I see that we're on right now, but yes, we are on. So Thank you for sharing. You're going to share, put hashtag Shira Psychic Medium Live right there. But share Shira Psychic Medium Live. So you're going to share to care, share to care. That's what we do here. It's all about love and light. And one of you lucky viewers will be receiving a free reading with me. So it's one of those things, sharing is caring. Let's get ourselves to 125 shares tonight. That's the goal. And I know we all can do it. So if you haven't started to share with your friends, please do so. So upcoming events with me. When you're looking to find out what's going on in my world and you're looking to find out how you can get in touch with me, if you want to go to a bigger event, you're not quite sure about psychic mediumship yet, but you do know that you want to be exposed to the energy. You want to feel what it's like to be in the presence of spirit and to watch people and maybe yourself get connected with the other side. Then you want to learn about my events that are coming up. Thanks so much, Stephanie. I love you too. Sending you lots of love over there. Mwah. What you want to do is type in the word events below. So if you type in the word EVENTS, events, right? I will put it up here for you guys. Then you will literally be able to get information on my upcoming events. So if you type in the word events below, then you will find out about all my fantastic events that are coming up. So just to give you a little bit of a heads up, Katie, I see it shared. Awesome. The right way. Thank you so much. I'm definitely going to go into questions, Pam. So don't worry. We're not there yet, but we will be getting there momentarily. So for the events that are coming up with me, Shira Psychic Medium, I have several that are coming up this month and in the summer. So just to give you a heads up, thank you, Denise, letting us know we're at 27. Awesome. We got a ways to go, guys. So keep sharing, sharing, sharing. So on Tuesday, June 19th, I am back at PieCraft. And for those of you who have been to PieCraft, you know this is always an incredible space to be read at. Okay, I love PieCraft, the energy there in Island Park, because the space itself really lends itself really well to the connection of spirit. So if you're looking for a fun, exciting place to get read and you really want to connect well, I know the energy in that space is great. So I'm telling you, it's a great place to be read. So if you haven't gone to a PieCraft event with me yet, it's all about a good time, pizza night, okay, and then connection with the divine. So it's our Messages from Heaven event. We'll be lifting spirits there, and you'll be able to connect with your loved ones. That's on Tuesday, June 19th in Island Park. So it's one of those great ones. Marianne, it says it's your daughter's favorite pizza. I love it. Totally. PieCraft is awesome. Hey, Mike, what's doing? So if you haven't shared this, please make sure to share. Sharing is caring. Once we get to 125 shares, we will be doing a free reading. Tonight, I will be giving that away for one of you lucky viewers by simply sharing with hashtag Shira Psychic Medium Live. Okay, awesome. Sheila, I see your message. You're watching Shira Psychic Medium on Facebook, and we would really love a reading. Totally, and I would totally love to read you also. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Laria. Hi, Sarah. Okay, awesome. So if you want to know about events, type in the word events below, and you will get information loaded to you in your chat bot, in your messenger, and you will simply get the information. So upcoming, we talked about June 19th. That's Tuesday at PieCraft. I'm telling you, it's always a fantastic event. Love the energy in the space. I found that every single reading I've done there consistently has been a fabulous event. So for those of you that are looking for a fun, dynamic place to get read where the energy tends to be really great, okay, then get yourself to PieCraft in Island Park on Tuesday, June 19th. Now, I love the energy in this next space also. I've done an event there. This is now my second event there. Love the ladies in this space. It is the Yoga Shack in Bethpage. And that's where my next event is, the Yoga Shack in Bethpage. It is on Tuesday, July 17th. So for those of you that are yogis out there, or you're used to that type of energy where I would totally come to Florida, by the way, Lyria, absolutely. Find me a place that wants me down there and I'm totally down for it. So for those of you that are interested in yoga and like the energy of a yoga space or a yoga studio, and this happens to be a really large size one, it's fantastic environment. The energy is pristine in there, and the ladies in there are really incredible that run it. So for me, I always love going to the space and connecting with you all there. If you're interested, that is Tuesday, July 17th at the Yoga Shack. And that, again, is an awesome place to connect. The energy is great. I mean, what's better? You're in a yoga studio where you're connecting with the divine, getting within yourself to begin with. So you know the energy in the space is great already. So you totally have to go. Rebecca's saying, Elise, we have to go. 7/17 special day. Elise is saying, yes, please. Awesome. So it's a great way to be, and it's a great place to go. Now, if you haven't started sharing this, start sharing the feed. We're Shira Psychic Medium live tonight. I'm looking to get to 125. Spirit says we can do it. So if they're saying we can do it, I trust in them. So let me know the numbers we're at. I'm going to take a look myself and see if I can see it. And if you can let me know the numbers we are at, then that would be awesome as to where we are, because it's hard for me to see it on my phone right now. I'm going to trust in you guys. Awesome. 6/19 for your birthday. Love it. Now, after that, for those of you that are interested, I don't have all of the details yet, okay? They are in the works right now. But you guys know that I love working with fundraisers. I love being able to help organizations run events and actually raise money for their organizations. That, for me, I pick the organizations that I really want to work with, when they contact me or I approach them. And these are the individuals or the organizations that really do wonderful things for the community and for people, for animals, you name it. So the next one that I have coming up is an animal rescue fundraiser that's coming up on Friday, July 13th. So I will give you all the details once everything is finalized, once we have everything set in stone. Just letting you know. Thank you, Tony. We are at 25. That once we hit those numbers, I will be doing the free reading, but just know I have fundraisers coming up as well for those of you who not only like to connect with spirit, but like to be in an environment where a portion of your proceeds is going to the organization that helps, whether it's individuals, animals, you name it, okay? I'm really excited to also tell you that tomorrow night, is tomorrow now? No, on Wednesday night, I'm really excited to let you know that Bethany House, one of my favorite fundraisers to do, Bethany House, has sold out. So I can't even offer you tickets to it because it is completely sold out. And this is the 4th year in a row we're doing it. We bring together a fabulous team of healers, psychics, mediums, and even hypnotists. And all of the proceeds go to Bethany House, which is a fabulous organization that helps women and children, many who are facing homelessness, and a lot of times have had to run from situations that were dealing with domestic abuse and whatnot. And they are put in these beautiful locations meant to feel like the true people that they are, radiant individuals, and given a safe haven with all their needs being met. And this is just a wonderful organization. So happy to be a part of doing this. This is the 4th year we're able to do it. And I believe it's their 40th anniversary this year of the organization. So it's truly special. Carrie says she'll be there. Awesome. Awesome. Getting lots of love on that. Hi, Carol. You're watching with your daughter. Awesome. So we have some great events coming up. Now, most of you know that I read in Nassau County, right? In Nassau County, that's where I do my private and couple readings and mini groups too. But for those of you that are out east in Long Island, much further out, and you want to be able to see me in a mini capacity, okay, I am at Balance for Life. So I'm at Balance for Life once a month out there in Selden, New York. So if you're interested in having a mini reading and it's just not really convenient for you, whether you're a working mom, whether you can't get back from work in time, whatever the case may be, and you need to see me, but see me in that location instead, I'm there on Tuesday, June 12th. I'm also there on looks like Monday, July 23rd, and Tuesday, August 21st. So those are the upcoming dates. I think June may be filled already. I'm not 100% sure, but we do have the other dates as well. So feel free to reach out to Balance for Life. That's .us. So the website is balanceforlife.us. Yes, I definitely do house parties. I don't really call them house parties, but that really is what they kind of like, right? It's, for me, it's a group reading in somebody's home, and you bring together your favorite friends, favorite family members, bring them together, make sure the energy is brilliant, really. So, and what I mean by that is you don't want to be inviting, like the obnoxious friends and family members, the ones that are going to completely humiliate you, or the ones that are completely closed-minded, right? Because their energy will actually ruin the energy of the group. Okay. Hi, Mom. So, yes, Jeanette, if you email me, I'm seeing your message, Jeanette. If you email me at info@ShiraPsychicMedium.com, I'm going to put this right up here right now so you can have the information. You can grab it right here. if you email me here, did it come up? I don't know if it came up yet. info@ShiraPsychicMedium.com. Are you guys able to see that? I'm not really sure if you are or not. Then what will happen is I'll be able to give you details on the group parties, okay? So it's going to be hard for me to go through all the PMs and find you in your list. So it's make sure that you actually message me in an email format, okay? And if you want to get those shares going, then, we're going to have an opportunity for a free reading for one of you to win it. I know my last winner hasn't fully claimed hers yet. She knows it's on the plate, ready for her at any time she wants for her birthday. So, all right, let's go to some of your questions now. One of you is asking, let me just put this up here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you guys see that I just posted a question? I'm not sure if you can see it right now. But what somebody had wanted to know is, what does the 1111, seeing the 1111 actually mean? So I'm just going to this page just to see how many live people we're at, how many shares. We're at 42. We're almost halfway there, guys. So if you haven't shared, you should be sharing already, because sharing is caring. So yes, I do house parties, but okay, Felicia, you're waiting for an email reply on a group. Awesome. I'm behind, so you will totally get it. I'm just a little bit behind on my correspondence, so I haven't forgotten you. It's literally one woman shop here, so having to do it all takes a minute. But yes, so some of you wanted to know specifically what the 1111 is. Now, the 1111, there's all different things that, the websites say, and different other people may say, right? For me, the 1111, how I've been explained to it, is the awakening code. So when you are seeing the 1111, you are actually getting woken up to your intuition. You're waking up to your spirituality. You're waking up to the capacity to be able to identify spirit, to be able to notice their presence more readily. And it's the fact that you have now accessed more light into your DNA body. So as a result of that, you're seeing 1111. Okay. Some of you will see other repetitive numbers, 444, 555. There are angel numbers out there that you can look them up. For me, the fours are always my angels. I'm always seeing the angels when there's the 444, and I bet many of you are as well. So it's important, if you're noticing that you're seeing repeated numbers, that you need to start writing them down and paying attention to what you're thinking about in the moment and how the significance of the number represents to you. So I'm seeing, let me just see here a second. Okay, so let's just see. Can you see that I have comments up there? So somebody do me a favor, if you would. I am going to put up the word from Janet Lee, the word share. Can you guys see the word share from Janet Lee being posted? Because on my end, I can't see it anymore. So I would just love to know if you guys can actually see it. So if you could let me know yes, no, and then I'll go into the question format portion of tonight where we'll go into details, okay, because I see a lot of you have been asking questions, okay? So George, that's a thumbs up. Is that usually like, no, okay, Katie, you can't see it. Okay, thank you. All right, so don't know what's going on there. I will have to deal with that after. So I'm just gonna read through the questions and see where we're at, okay? Oh, Shannon says she sees it. Okay, Shannon, do you see your words being popped up on the screen that says, I see it? And yes, I see Janet Lee share. Awesome. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to start posting the questions. Okay. Some of you are saying, yes, you can see it. Others, you are saying no. All right. So let me start going into questions. So if you can type below your psychic related questions that you are looking to connect with, okay, then I will see where I am pulled into and start giving you information that could help your life. Okay. Nicole, okay, still can't see it. Okay. Laura Ann, happiness is truly within, Laura Ann. So just remember, the happiness truly comes from within. It feels like once you get yourself grounded, centered, and kind of appreciating all that's around you, and noticing that things, you do have to be patient, things do take time, but as a result, you will start to feel the happiness within yourself, because it's not things that make you happy, it's the happiness within, and it's within you. So you can find that spark of light within yourself. Okay. Erica Lynn, do I see, let me just see here. Do I see a move for you soon? And if so, all right, let me see here. You're not moving quite yet. Okay. 2020 is a better time. It looks like you considered something in 2017, but it looks like 2020 is a better time for you. And in terms of area, It's actually more of a rural-like area, not completely rural, but there is a, a vast stretch of land between you and your neighbors. Okay, so in between, I see lots of grassland in between the houses. It's not like the Long Island houses over here. It looks like there's a lot more land in between. Okay, not really suburbia. Okay, let me scroll up here and see. Okay, let's see. Erin, you're asking me about questions about with your sister. My initial instinct is that she's going to have a little bit of a setback first before things start to work out. That's my initial instinct on that. But without having her name on there, it's hard to truly see it the way I would like to see it. So, but that's my initial instinct. Let me see here. Jenny, let's look at yours. You want to know what would be the right direction for your family as far as finding a new house. All right, so I had some smart ass spirit just say to me, call a realtor. But yeah, they are actually telling me that you need to call a realtor, but it's more of the financing component that keeps coming up into my mind. That would be more of what you need to contend with, is the financial aspect of it. You need to get that solidly planned. Okay, awesome. I'm seeing some of you guys are seeing it right now. All right, let me see here. I'm scrolling up through questions. Hey, Sarah. Okay, Irene, any messages for you? Actually, Irene, the first thing that popped into my head is to stay positive with you. It looks like, when you're standing there by yourself and you're kind of like, I don't want to say it depressed, but you're just kind of like in more of your down space, or you're not having really, the most optimal setting for yourself. I keep wanting to tell you to find the love, go outside. It feels like you need some, sunlight, so vitamin D. Feels like you need to get out there and kind of start appreciating yourself a little bit more than you have been, and know that your loved ones are actually right there with you. Kristen's asking, will 26 be a good year for you, specifically in love and your career? So let me look at this, Kristen. I don't know why. I feel like with the career, it feels like you feel you're stagnant right now, okay? It feels like you feel like you're not moving. Now, I get it that we're coming to the end of the year, so to speak, but it feels like a little bit stagnant. It feels like, I don't know why I want to say this, but it almost feels like we're not having patience in love. And it feels like, you have to start giving yourself more of an opportunity to be patient, because not everybody works at your pace, if that makes sense. So just be patient with yourself and patient in love. And career, it will pop up again in the fall, but it just feels like I don't see you willing to make the change yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you want to, but I just don't see you willing to make the change yet. Okay. Let me keep going. Let's see here. Giselle, 2019 is a better number for you in terms of promotion. Okay. It looks like you're going to have a better year in 2019 versus 2018 on the promotion side of things. All right, let me look at the next one. Okay, so Liz, for me, the color purple, it depends on how you're asking this, but for me, when I see with my eyes objectively, when I see the color purple around an individual, right, if I'm looking at their auric field around them, that's an indicator to me that this individual is spiritual, is an indicator that they have the capacity to be psychic and or mediumship. It shows me that they've also a old soul as well. So purple works in a few different ways for me. Now, when I see purple around somebody, meaning not part of their auric field, but simply around them, for me, it's a recognition of spirit coming in for them. Okay. Meaning a loved one, they'll show me, if they're using my ability to see colors, they'll show me they're there by bringing in a purple orb right next to the person. Okay. That's what it means for me. Let's see here. Now, colors mean different things to different people, and I encourage you not just to rely on what the books say or what one person says or another person says, because colors are just as unique to you as they are to another individual. So, for instance, somebody might say that I'm wearing a red shirt, and another person who's colorblind might say I'm wearing a green or a brown shirt, or somebody might say this looks more orange to them or more pink to them, right? So colors are very subjective, and it's important to know that you have to learn the meaning of colors based on the way you feel when you see or react to a color. So it's really important for you to know that and not just take what's written down by somebody else's description, because somebody else's description might be the complete opposite for you, right? So let me give you an example. I see the color yellow. Most of the times for me, it means that somebody is cheery, they're happy, they're excited, right? But if I see a yellow streak, for me, it means this person is a jealous person and envious, right? So there's different ways on how we interpret information, okay? Sheila, let's see what you're saying here. Sheila, I want to know my blocks and how long before I have the gift come out. Well, let me start with this, Sheila. You're not blocked, okay? So I don't know who's told you you're blocked, but we need to cut that language right out, okay? Because you affirming to the universe that you are blocked is going to do exactly that. It's going to block you. So Sheila, you need to affirm that you are not blocked, okay? That instead you're clear and open. And it feels like your gifts could come out at any time you wanted as long as you have your life in balance. So balance is key to your gifts really coming out to their maximum potential, okay? So let's see what else we have here. James, are you making the right career moves, the right moves with your careers? I actually feel like you need to hold off on the leaving one position or leaving. I almost feel like you need to rethink that right now before you make a jump to something else. It just feels like you really need to reprocess that and make sure that's exactly what you want, because sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side of the equation. So just really think about it. All right. Hey, Candace, how are you? All right, let me see here. I'm going to keep going through the questions. I'm trying to go one at a time to get through to your answers. So if you haven't, in the interim, if you haven't shared, okay, make sure that you have shared this. I'm going to take a look at where we're at numbers-wise. So I think, let me see here. I have to go back again. Are we still at 42? Can anybody let me know if we are still at 42? 42 is a good number, but 42 doesn't bring us to our free reading. So 42 is a great reading number, but it's not the number for a free reading for one of you guys. So if you want a free reading, an opportunity to win one, make sure you share this and put hashtag Shira Psychic Medium Live on your page. So there's an opportunity that we can get to. Somebody is going to win a free reading once we get to that number. So super excited. So did you guys check out my cup? I have a light up cup tonight. No, it's not vodka. It is water. Sorry, I don't drink and do spirit at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, keeping it clean here. So let's go back to your questions. All right. Let me see here. It's so interesting. Spirit keeps telling me, Krisha, you're saying, will you ever find true love? But the first thing they want me to tell you is to look at yourself. They want me to tell you to see the love within yourself, and that love will come in much easier for you once you start looking at the beautiful person that you are, and see the love within you. And that's really what's really kind of holding things back, is you have to start realizing how radiant you are and what a wonderful person you are. Okay? Really, really important. All right. Fran, there's something about a retirement in 3. They're connecting me to a 3 on the retirement. So thank you so much, Tony Smith, for sharing. I do appreciate that. I see that popping up right now. All right, let's see. Next question. Okay. Lana, the question. Let me just look at Lana, your question. Okay, so I do see the question. I do see the information about with the daughter having the rough time. I do feel like that is an accurate assessment of where she is at. I do see sadness coming in there. It does feel like she needs a solid ground or a solid footing. Feels like she's feeling off-kiltered right now, a little unbalanced. Feels like she needs somebody to be able to talk to that she could trust without feeling judged. That's really the key here, is I'm feeling like she's feeling judged in the situations, plural. There's more than one going on simultaneously, and that she really needs a safe haven to communicate and be able to feel at peace with her decisions. And it just feels like almost like she needs the friend, the really close friend. I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be the mom to be the correspondence point on this. It feels like it really needs to be the friend who would then lead her to her mom. Okay. Let me look here. Erin, you're asking about the move. It doesn't look like she's going to move anytime soon right now. So it just looks like I'm just getting a no on that. Not right now. All right. Lindsay, anything good for you? I don't know that this is yours, but I do feel like you're going to hear good news about a pregnancy moving forward. I don't know that it's specifically yours, but it is going to be right around you. So I do feel like that is exciting news that's going to be coming in. Okay. Shelly, will you ever get back to work? Yes, you will, but it looks like there is a delay. I'm pulled into the month of September with you. That feels like that's going to be more promising. However, it does feel like you kind of have to like be fair with yourself on the earning potential, because sometimes like we want more than what the market is bringing in the moment. And it's important to bear witness to where you are at in the market and to be reasonable with yourself so that you can have the stepping stone moving forward. Okay. Erin, is there any, let's see here, is there any romance in your future? Let's see here. Yeah, I actually feel like next week. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there is romance coming in for you next week. Rebecca, will you be successful in your current job or should you be looking? Let's see here. I actually feel like you're going to end up changing. I don't know that you're going to change immediately, but I do feel like you're going to end up changing. I do feel like you feel underappreciated, and it feels like it's like not the same, but like almost like you kind of have to let the past go. Okay, they keep telling me I have to tell you to let the past go in order for you to be successful in the new role. Like we can't kind of keep a comparison to the one old to the new. We kind of have to start it fresh and not look at like being scorned from the past, so to speak. Okay. Now bear with me one second because my cell phone started moving on its own. All right, I'll go to this in a second, but let me keep going here. Okay, Margaret, I'm totally with you. I welcome those messages as well. And once Spirit is ready to start actively working with me on that end, as opposed to on the psychic, right now we're on the psychic portion. So I'm just doing the psychic questions right now. Okay, who is your spiritual? Okay, so Kelly wants to know what is her spirit animal? I feel it's a wolf. Okay, so let me see here a second. Well, you do work with wolves, plural. Okay. There's no doubt about that. But I'd also tell you to look into the bear energy because I do feel bear energy with you as well. Okay. More of a protective energy, a loving energy. But, you know, they're the type of energies that, you know, don't let somebody cross you because the bear comes out, you know. So just, you know, I would call on the bear. All right. Let's see here. Laura wants to know, will you find a better job? Yes, that's an absolute yes. I do feel like there's a few opportunities presenting for you. It feels like this summer you will get an opportunity. I don't think you're going to take it though. Okay, then it looks like again in October another opportunity presents, but I don't feel you take it there either. Okay, it looks like you're going to be pushing yourself into 2019 before you actually settle into the role that you really want, because it looks like it's like you're sending the feelers out there, but I don't actually see you jumping on the opportunities that are coming in. Maybe you don't think they're good enough. Maybe you don't think they're the right ones, but it does feel like opportunities are coming in for you, just not necessarily what you're going to take. Okay, at least in the immediate. Let's keep going. So, all right. Deborah, you're telling me you're having crazy dreams of an ex-husband who has passed away. Okay, so here's the thing is when you're having dreams and it's working with your subconscious mind, when you're having more of the negative dreams or the crazy ones that really leave you questioning like what is going on in this world, what is going on in your head, a lot of times it's your subconscious working things out. It's not actually a visitation from spirit. It's really more of a symbolic way of spirit representing that things are going on in your world and your mind trying to work it through. Okay, so make sure you know the difference between an actual real visitation and that of a spirit connection or that of your subconscious mind playing in. Okay, now let me see here. Who's next? Lots of questions coming in here. Okay. Okay, I think I answered that one already. I'm just scrolling up. Let me see where I got lost on here. Pam, did you pick the right career? It's always evolving, Pam. It feels like that is always evolving. It doesn't feel like it's going to be stagnant, meaning like you're going to stay in the same thing all the time. It looks like as you change, your career changes as well, okay? So Lori wants to know, how will her son do in school? I hear the words exceptionally well. You know, a little bit of like free play, so to speak, will go on, but I do feel like he will do really well. All right. Angelique wants to know whether or not she will further her career. Yes, and it does look like there's a training stint or a training episode coming in for you. I almost feel like it's like a 6-weeker connected to the training that you'll be taking that is going to help you, okay, especially with your career. All right, John, you want to know what your immediate future looks like. Let me just see here. I actually feel like you're going to be a little bit upset, or you're currently upset in the romance area right now, or with a female in particular, because it feels like it's female related. It feels like I can feel the pull of sadness right there in the current, okay, into the following week. But it looks like things start to change for you from a endearing perspective, from a perspective of you finding love, okay, and perspective of you kind of getting one in the romantic scenario. It feels like that changes for you in the month of July in a positive direction. So it's all good moving forward from there. But I almost have to tell you to be patient with yourself, because it looks like, you know, when you make the same mistakes over and over and over again, that's what it looks like, a little bit of what you're going through right now. So try to see where you're having the same patterns repeat so that you can kind of eliminate it fast enough, so to speak, so you don't have to keep going through the same lessons. You know, figure out what the pattern is that keeps happening, you know, so that you can fix that in your life and don't have to keep repeating it. All right. Let me move ahead to some more questions. So what number are we at, guys, on the sharing? Take a look. I need a drink in the interim. I can't really tell here the number we're at. I'm going to have to sign out of here to get back in to see the number we're at. So if you guys could tell me where we're at, that would be awesome. Okay, so we're at 88 shares. All right, with 88 shares, we're close to 125, guys. So if you haven't shared with hashtag Shira Psychic Medium Live, then you guys are missing out on an opportunity for a free reading with me over the phone, Skype. You know, it's very easy to win. It's a great opportunity. I will feel where I feel pulled to and where spirit pulls me to. But I will tell you that we're not going to do it until we hit 125 shares. So if you haven't already, sharing is caring. Share with friends. Tag your friends who would be interested in winning. Okay, Melissa, so let's look at your question. What does your financial future look like? All right, well, it looks a little more like on the bleaker or glim side right now, but when I look at it a little bit further, I go to the month of August and I see what looks like taller grass growing. So for me, that's an indicator that finances are improving around the month of August. Okay, and then subsequently in November, it feels a little tight. I do see you being spend heavy, so it's almost like you need to kind of tighten the belt as opposed to spending so much. Looks like that's probably tied into the November timeframe, but it doesn't really feel like it's November, like having to do with Black Friday, right? It's really just the beginning of November. So, you know, be careful on that. Start saving as opposed to spending. All right, let me scroll up, find another question. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, there's a question about health connected to Rolando, and yes, it does feel like you're going to be getting the help that you need. I'm being urged to tell you to be patient, and it looks like there's a connection that's going to be coming to you through word of mouth that comes for you, okay, through, I want to use the word associate, colleague, friend, like in that, it's not family, basically, that's going to connect you to somebody else that's going to be of assistance to you. So it does look like health is forthcoming, okay? All right, Janet, how does your future look? I hear the word brilliant, actually. So I feel like for you, Janet, it looks like this is going to be a great year ahead for you. Sure, November feels a little bit dicey, but nothing that you can't handle, okay? It does look for the most part of the year, this is a great year for you, and it feels like from a love perspective, it feels like you're going to be receiving like a lot of love connected to family is what it really feels like true love that makes you feel like family is everything. That's the feeling that comes over me. It's not really the romantic piece. It's more of the family piece that's coming into my mind. Okay. Let me keep scrolling up. Okay. All right, let me see here. Jen, thank you so much for sharing. I see that you shared. All right. All right, Lenora says, you were on point last time with a job. Do you see a new one for me soon? You were right, didn't get the last one. All right, let's look at that, Lenora. The job you want or the job you're really going to like comes in November, by the way. Okay, I don't know what's up with November lately on all these readings, but November is a great one for you. That's when it feels like the job you do want comes in. Okay, so hope that helps you. Amanda, is it in your family's best interest to move? No, not at this time. It feels like you need a little bit more planning on that before you're hopping into it. Okay. You know, Shannon, you're asking about the number 27 daily. Any ideas on what this means? The first thing that came to my mind was actually February 7th, not as 27, but as February 7th. So I would look into what February 7th means to you or what it will mean to you. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's positive. Please don't get nervous by that response. Okay. Laura, yes, you will get married. Don't worry about that. Not even a problem. And let me see here. Christina, you're asking if you want to be able to go to college and finish, you really want to go to college. I just see you taking a different style program. I don't necessarily know if you're going to go for the full accreditation, but I do see you getting training certificates. So I'm just not convinced yet at this point in time that you're going to do the full, BA, whatever 4-year program. It looks like there's going to be something that's a shorter term program first before you're able to finish the college experience. Okay. Dawn, let's see. How are things looking for you? I hear the word happy first. That's the first thing. Okay. And it feels like, no, that's not a general statement. I do feel like things are actually going to be very happy for you. Okay. Because I see you being surrounded by friends and family, everyone that's giving you love and support. And I see like, even if you have a bump in the road, it gets resolved ASAP. So for you, things look happier to me. Okay. I wish more people's lives looked this happy. All right. Let me see here. Susan, will your business thrive? All right. So I'm getting a twofold answer on that, Susan. So, I'm getting yes and no. So let's go into first the why on the yes. On the yes, it looks like you get more exposure. It looks like you're meeting more people. On the no portion, I'm not seeing the financial component coming in yet. And it looks like you haven't really tweaked the niche enough yet. So you really have to isolate who your clientele is before you're going to really reap the full benefit of the financial component. Exposure, yes. Financial benefit, got to work on that still. Okay. Let's keep going here. What is that question? That looked like an interesting one. Let me just find it again. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I just saw an interesting question and then I just lost it. Okay, Krisha, you feel like you have a sixth sense that can predict certain things in the world, but can't see anything in yours. Oh, totally. This happens to a lot of psychic mediums, absolutely, because psychic mediums, just like you, need to also experience their own life experiences as well. So if they knew everything in their own life, well, then it wouldn't be as fun, wouldn't it? But yes, it is easy to sense, world events simply because they, as someone once put it to me, they make more noise. All right. So it's easier for your energetic signals to be alerted. And some of you are just really fine wired to connect into the world events more because those of you who specifically are humanitarian based, it's easier for you to notice the contrast, meaning when things are not feeling so happy-go-lucky, it's much easier for you to pull into that because it's so different from your world and what you're used to. All right. Lots of spirit hanging out here in the office. And it's always interesting to me when they come in as the viewers. Always interesting. Okay, so let's just see here. Angela, hey girl, how are you? All right, your daughter Alexis is wondering if you could suggest a career that would best suit her, or do you have any message for her? Let me see here. I don't know, Angela, if she's looked at working around the medical field or nursing, but I feel like she needs to be around more medical components or medical environment. Okay. It just feels like that would be more of a natural fit for her, where she would ultimately find more of her happiness tied into her career. We're talking about the happiness with career sector first. Feels like there would be an important piece for her with medical. Okay. So might be worth looking into. All right. Let me look up here. I was trying to scroll up for some more questions. Let me just see this system here. There we go. All right. All right. Got to scroll up a more. There we go. All right. Laura Ann, you shared. Thank you so much. Hi, Sasha. Okay. Let me see here. All right, people are asking me about signs and symbols. So before I keep going with questions, I know we have a lot more. Thank you so much for sharing. We're going to continue on, but I just want to go into a little bit things about signs and symbols, okay? Spirit's telling you not to go into too much of it, but just a little bit. I'll give you a heads up. They tend to use electronics. They tend to use, this is your loved ones, they tend to use things that will get your attention. So for me, it's like when they use Siri quite a bit. Okay, that can happen, right? They can also auto type in your texting. They can turn on your television for you. They can also make static across your phone lines, your computer lines. They can, make a song play on the radio that you haven't heard since their transition, or if it was their favorite song or a song that you guys had a family memory tied to. These are all ways that Spirit shows you that they're around you, but many of you still don't really want to believe it when it happens. So for me, I'm always saying, like, well, what do you want them to do? Like literally jump in front of you, rip their clothes off, do a dance, and then hop back into spirit world? Like, no, that's not what they do. You have to be open to the subtleties of spirit, and they're able to literally, work with technology really well. So be open to them using it, letting their name type in when all of a sudden you see their name pop up on a song, right? Like today I had a client, a wonderful woman, who she'd see a lot of hearses, and she was getting nervous by seeing hearses that maybe it was like a meaning behind it. But in reality, she spent so much time at the cemetery going to honor her loved ones that her families just kept putting her around hearses so that they would show her that they know that she's at the cemetery honoring them. So it wasn't like she's dying or anything. It was literally their way of showing her that they were coming through. And then subsequently, the mother's name, which was Alice, came up on a song for her, which she took a picture of that she hadn't even plugged in herself. It just popped up, the name of the song, Alice, whatever it was, something Alice, and her mom's name was Alice. So what that shows you is that mom is utilizing the song, is utilizing the technology, and getting her name to appear in front of her at that moment. And Spirit can do that for you, okay? It's not that it's just special to this lady, okay? It really means that it can happen for all of you at any time if you're open to their signs and symbols. I always find that people who are non-believers expect like these huge things to happen, right? And the reality is they're subtle, okay? Spirit comes in subtly. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. Tend to use the technology because it's easier for them to manipulate. So it's up to you guys to be able to identify it and be open to that signs can come in a vast amount of ways. Cheers to that. So have we shared and cared? Let's check the numbers. Where are we at? Let me look back here and see. I'm seeing my. We just popped up a second here. Did we freeze? Let's see here. All right. If you guys can still see me, please let me know, because it looked like Spirit played with my video on my end over here, and my screen went black for a minute. Okay. Looks like I'm at 88 shares. Awesome. We're at 88. I think we can get higher than that because Spirit's telling me we can get higher to 125. And when we do, we're giving away a free reading. All right. And I'm only going to stay on here for another 10 minutes before I'm opting out. So if you want to have an opportunity to get a free reading with me over the phone, Skype, either way, then we need to be sharing and caring and spreading the love. All right. If you guys want to schedule your own private reading with me and connect in with Spirit, or just for psychic advice, either one, feel free to contact me at ShiraPsychicMedium.com. So I'm seeing some of you guys are sharing. I'm just going to start scrolling up for the questions here. Let me just see here a second. All right, where are we here? All right, gotta love the scroll bar. All right, let me go to the top here. I'm gonna scroll backwards. Okay, yes, all right, so how do you know when your family is around you? Jen, the first thing I wanna say to you is you need to pay attention to the way your body feels, okay? Because I'm being pulled into the fact that your body, okay, feels energy. So you need to notice if you're getting chills, if you're getting heat, if you're getting tingling on your head and you don't have lice, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you literally have to pay attention to the way you're feeling, because Spirit is bringing themselves close into your auric field. Okay, Christina, How often do I do appointments? I do appointments each week. So it's, there's always an opportunity to get read. You just have to contact me, or you can book directly on my website at ShiraPsychicMedium.com/readings. It will take you right to the booking point where you can book yourself. Okay. Do I get dogs coming through, Rob? Yeah, absolutely. I love communicating with the animals. They are one of my favorite people to come through. I say people, my favorite animals to come through. I don't even know what I would call them, basically. But I would say animals are one of my favorites to come through because they come through with such love and such understanding. Okay. Okay, Carrie, you want to know why you saw a black cloud over someone. Did you literally see it with your eyes open, or did you see it clairvoyantly through your mind's eye? I'm curious to know, Carrie, how you saw that. Okay, and then I can go into it. But let me just see here a second. So, Carrie, if you're on here and you're watching, I'm curious to know how you saw the black cloud so I can go into the details for you. So all you have to do is type below so I can see the response on that. All right. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. If you guys want to find out about my upcoming events, simply type in the word events below and the information will come up for you. All right. Okay. Joan, yes, I see you there. Okay. Lauren, you think you're ready to come back and see me? Awesome. Well, set up an appointment. Okay. Okay. Let's just see here. Chris, you want to know, I shared a hashtag to 2 different metaphysical pages. Can you answer my question, please? Job or building for a business? Be more specific, Chris, because it passed through too fast, the question. So if you could just be a little bit more specific. Okay. Kristen, when will you be financially secure? I'm being pulled into next May where you're going to feel much better about your finances. Okay. Much, much better about it. To answer the question, Carrie, you saw them, okay, open with your eyes open. So with your eyes open, if you're seeing an energetic presence of black, so this is what you need to first assess. Is it close to the person? Is it far away from the person? Is it like free form, or is it rectangular or square shape, circular shape, diamond shape, triangular shape? What did you notice about it? So I can go into more details with you. Okay, when are you going to get a job? Okay. Chris, it looks like you have to do a little more work on yourself first before you're hopping into that for yourself. Okay, it's a big overhead with that, and they're making me feel like I have to tell you to have patience. Okay. And I'm pulled into a few years out. I know you want it right now. I know what that feels like. I'm with you, but it feels like you're going to have to be a little bit more patient with yourself. And I want to tell you to get into another class because it feels like you need to refocus and study a little bit more with people around you to learn a few more experiences. I know you think that you've been knowing a lot, right? And we all know a lot, but we can always learn more. So that you should always be learning. All right. Let me go back. Did I see the answer from Carrie? I don't know if I saw her answer. Let's see here. Carrie, I don't know if I saw your response back to the question I just asked you, but if you could, let me know. Okay, right about, okay, and you saw it as a circle. Okay. So for me, I'm picking up guide-based. Okay, you were picking up a guide energy. Black does not have to be negative. Be very clear about that. That's where it comes to colors. Black does not have to be a negative thing. Okay, so you need to be aware on how you're perceiving colors. I'm being pulled into the fact that it was a guide energy. It wasn't a depressive energy. So that's why you need to know your colors and what they mean to you. All right. Okay, Pina, are there spirits in your house? I hear the word yes. I don't feel like scary ones. I don't feel like there's anything you really should be concerned about. It does feel like more family-based. I'm noticing a great-grandfather as well that hangs out. Jen, will your heart ever heal? It's going to take time with Michael, Jen. It's definitely going to take time with him. And it feels like he's going to do his best to come in for you, but give him a little time to really get it down pat, okay? All right, let me just see here. I'm just looking for questions, guys. Just bear with me 1 second. So May just came in at one time. I couldn't even focus on it. So Tony, I'm not really seeing twins. Sorry on that. I'm just not really picking up twins. I did see a question I just came back to. Let me just see here. I do feel like you're going to need to get that job. I do feel like you need to get that job and not just rely on the fair, okay? Especially from a financial component. All right. What are you going to be doing in this one? Princetta Saray. You know, the thing is you have to put in the time and actually put the work in before you're going to be actually doing the job in the field. Okay, it feels like you need to put the time in. I almost want to say intern, get exposure to different people, volunteer. You need to put the time in before it feels like you will write it down. Okay, Sandra, how do you know when something you write or say is channeled or it's your own intellect speaking? Well, first off, when you're connecting with somebody outside of your higher self, you will feel the soul merge into your body, into your auric field, so to speak. You will feel the merge. Okay. If you're not feeling the merge, most of the times you're connecting to your higher self. Okay. And other times you're connecting to the analytical mind, which you have to be very careful of. Make sure you're not going into your ego mind, right? And telling yourself what you want to hear, as opposed to actually giving yourself truth. Okay. So that's really important. All right. Hi, Debbie. I see you here. Okay. Let's see here also. Let's see. You know, Justine, I just keep picking up on headaches or stress in the mind with her. So that's where I'm being pulled to. So I don't know if you would be getting, if that's what you're asking about, but that's where I'm being pulled to. Okay. And let's see here. It's going to take time for it to get over the grief. It really will. For those of you that are grieving, many of you are asking like how long it's going to take you. There is no set time. Everybody handles grief differently and everybody connects to their loved ones in different ways. And you know, when you let go of your loved one and they transition to the other side, it almost feels like you're losing a piece of yourself, which is why it also is so hard on us here still left in the physical, right? But just rest assured that they are in fact around you, okay? And how do you know if a medium is good? Well, it's really quite simple. Do they make you feel better at the end of the reading? Does the reading lift your spirits? Did it answer your questions? Did you come in with realistic expectations? Not crazy expectations that are based on television, okay? Because that's where editing comes in, all right? Were they realistic expectations? Were you able to feel your loved ones around you? Did you connect, right, with the medium? Did you have things that were going on in your own life that were blocking you, right? It's never a great idea to come in for a mediumship reading when your own life is so chaotic and that you can't or don't want to hear from anything else other than what you think you want to hear, because you'll never get the true reading that you really are intended to have because you block yourself, you know, energetically. So it's really important for you just to be aware. Okay. And you know what? If we are hitting 9 o'clock, it is getting late. I'm just going to look at our numbers right now. Let me see here a second. Okay, I got to turn this off again. I really have to come up with a better system than this, guys, on this. Let's just see here. And I'm open to your information or your inputs. All right. It looks like, wow, how did we do that so fast? That must have been a somebody's computer program. All right. But we are at 153 shares. So we made it. About time, right? It's almost 9 o'clock and we made it. All right. So I am going to be giving away a free reading. So let me just scroll really fast on who I feel pulled to. And you're going to have to message me. All right. Send me a message that you are the winner. All right. Just bear with me here a second. Let me see where I feel pulled to. Okay. All right. So I was pulled to Liz Jones. So Liz Jones, you are the winner of a free reading with me. So please contact me, send me a message, and you will be able to get a reading this summer. Free reading with me, okay, over the phone or Skype. So Liz Jones, that's you. It looks like in your icon, I can hardly see it here, but it looks like there's 4 people in your picture associated with the Liz Jones that I am seeing. So please make sure that you message me. You have won the free reading with me, Shira Psychic Medium. So if you haven't already, let your friends and family know that you just won a free reading. Please let them know. This is a great opportunity. Dorothy, I know she's excited. Woohoo! Felicia's congratulating you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Joan is saying, congratulations, Liz. Lots of love here. And that's how we do it. So when you guys have psychic questions or when you want to connect with spirit, It's always a great idea to hop onto these lives, and you have an opportunity to get a free reading and also get readings right in the moment. Linda, it was very nice hearing you speak. Thank you so much. Everybody's saying congratulations, Liz. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So once again, just want to let you know, if you want to find out information about me, Shira Psychic Medium, you can always go to my website, literally at ShiraPsychicMedium.com, or you can follow me here on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. I love to go on Instagram also. You can follow me. So go to Instagram. I'll show you what it looks like right now. If you guys haven't followed me already, please do so. My Instagram handle is ShiraPsychicMedium.com. All different things can happen during our experiences here on live. So always opportunities to connect. And let me just take a look. So if you haven't gotten me on Instagram, it's ShiraPsychicMedium.com. Let's just see here. All right, so here we go. That's me on, can you guys see it? On Facebook and on Instagram. So that's my Instagram, at ShiraPsychicMedium.com, okay? And make sure you follow me on there so you'll be alerted when I go live on Instagram and when I go live on Facebook as well, and answering your questions. I know Maria's saying that Liz is lucky. She's the lucky lady for tonight, okay? And it's always, remember, I guys just want to always remind you guys to always be positive in your endeavors, right? Because law of attraction sets itself. So for those of you that are wishing harm on others, all right, you actually are bringing it upon yourself. Hate how see that happens. So change your vibration and focus on the positivity, because everything always works itself out. You don't need to bring it on others because, one, you don't have the capacity to do that. Instead, you're bringing the harm to yourself by wishing poor on others. So it's important instead to wish positivity on your friends, family. And if somebody is bothering you, you just simply have to send them love and connect from a space of light, and you will bring more positivity not only to them, but to you as well. So don't do the opposite, guys. All right, keep it positive. Have a great evening. Mwah. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always fun. Cheers to that. Here's to spirit, everyone, and have a great rest of your evening. Let's be in touch soon. The next broadcast is coming up in June. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.